The French Revolution, which lasted from 1789 to 1799, was a monumental event that drastically changed the political landscape of France and influenced revolutions worldwide. It marked the end of the French monarchy, a centuries-old institution, and led to the rise of modern republicanism. The revolution's origins were rooted in social inequalities, economic hardships, and a growing discontent with the absolute monarchy of King Louis XVI. In the late 18th century, France faced a deep financial crisis. Decades of expensive wars, including support for the American Revolution, had drained the treasury. The tax system was inefficient and unjust, heavily burdening the common people, the Third Estate, while the nobility, the Second Estate, and the clergy, the First Estate, were largely exempt. This inequality, combined with widespread famine and rising bread prices, fueled public anger. Enlightenment ideas promoting liberty, equality, and fraternity further inspired calls for change. In May 1789, King Louis XVI convened the Estates General, a rare assembly of representatives from all three estates, in an attempt to resolve the financial crisis. However, the Third Estate, representing the common people, grew frustrated by their lack of power in the decision-making process. They eventually broke away to form the National Assembly, declaring themselves the true representatives of the French people. The revolution began to intensify in July 1789 with the storming of the Bastille, a fortress and prison in Paris, symbolizing the tyranny of the monarchy. This event became a turning point as it sparked widespread uprisings across the country. In August, the National Assembly adopted the Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen, proclaiming the principles of liberty, equality, and popular sovereignty. These ideals became the foundation of the revolution. By 1791, the revolutionaries had forced King Louis XVI to accept a new constitution that limited his powers and established a constitutional monarchy. However, tensions between the monarchy and revolutionaries continued to grow. In 1792, France declared war on Austria and Prussia, whose monarchies feared the spread of revolutionary ideas. This external conflict only heightened internal unrest. In August 1792, radical revolutionaries, known as the Jacobins, stormed the royal palace and arrested the king. The monarchy was officially abolished, and in September, the First French Republic was proclaimed. King Louis XVI was put on trial for treason and executed by guillotine in January 1793. His death marked the beginning of the Reign of Terror, a period of extreme political violence. Led by the radical Jacobin leader Maximilien Robespierre, the revolutionary government sought to root out enemies of the revolution. Thousands were executed, including Queen Marie Antoinette and many former revolutionaries accused of betraying the cause. The Reign of Terror, which lasted from 1793 to 1794, created an atmosphere of fear and chaos, but also helped to defend the revolution from internal and external threats. In 1794, Robespierre himself was arrested and executed, signaling the end of the Reign of Terror. France then entered a more moderate phase of the revolution, with a new government called the Directory established in 1795. However, the Directory was weak and faced continued economic problems and political instability. In 1799, the revolution effectively came to an end with the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte, a military general who staged a coup d'état and took control of the government. Napoleon would go on to establish himself as Emperor of France, marking the transition from the revolutionary period to the Napoleonic era.